November 5th, 2025, America just witnessed a political earthquake, and the epicenter was the youth vote. For years, young people were dismissed as apathetic, more interested in TikTok than turnout. Today, that myth is shattered. The results are in. A generation isn't just participating, they're reshaping politics from the ground up. This isn't a ripple, it's a tidal wave. Young people, tired of waiting for change, are building their own future. Across the country, established politicians are packing up. Why? Because a new electorate showed up, organized, and voted with purpose. They mobilized online outrage into real-world action, turning memes into movements. This election is a wake-up call. Underestimating the youth is a losing strategy. Their voices aren't just loud, they're decisive. This is the result of years of frustration and organizing. School shootings, climate crisis, student debt. This generation has had enough. They're not asking for a seat at the table, they're building a new one. The energy is electric. Diverse crowds celebrate, stunned opponents concede. This is democracy when everyone's invited. The message is clear. The youth are wide awake and demanding change. They're not a demographic to pander to, they're a political force with a vision. They believe in a more equitable, sustainable, and just future, and they're doing the work to make it real. The old rules are gone. A new era, led by those with the most at stake, has begun. So, who are these youth leaders? They're not just young faces in old roles, they're organizers, activists, first-time candidates, and digital warriors mobilizing their communities. They lead with moral clarity, not decades of experience. They're racially diverse, from working-class backgrounds, often women or LGBTQ+. They use Instagram and TikTok to break down policy and connect authentically. They show the messy side of politics, making it accessible to everyone. Youth leaders are political entrepreneurs, innovators disrupting a stale system. They build coalitions, turn protest into policy, and draw power from the people they inspire. They refuse to accept the world as it is, working tirelessly for the world as it should be. They're not just the leaders of tomorrow, they're leading right now. Want proof of youth power? Look at New York City. Zohran Mamdani, a 34-year-old democratic socialist, just won the mayoral race, defeating political giants. He didn't have the most money or endorsements. He had an army of young volunteers and a message that resonated. His campaign built community, not just ads. Young organizers had real conversations about housing, transit, and climate. Social media created viral moments, but the ground game sealed the deal. This win is a shockwave. Progressive ideas, once dismissed, have a massive, motivated base, especially among the young. Mamdani embraced bold change, not the status quo. His victory is a green light for other young progressives to run and win. And it wasn't just New York. Across the country, candidates like Abigail Spanberger and Mickey Sherrill won by mobilizing young voters. The youth vote wasn't just part of their coalition, it was the engine. This election proves, ignore young people at your own peril. The Mamdani wave is just the beginning. What's driving this surge? It's about survival, and fighting for a future that feels at risk. Climate crisis tops the list. For young people, it's not abstract, it's urgent. They demand bold action, green jobs, and accountability for polluters. Economic justice is next. Student debt, unaffordable housing, low wages. Young people want a fair shot, not empty promises. Social justice is core. This generation leads on racial justice, LGBTQ+ rights, and gender equality, pushing for real reform and dignity for all. They see these fights as interconnected. No climate justice without racial justice, no economic justice without social justice. Democracy itself is on the line. Young people fight for voting rights, against dark money, and for a government that's accountable. They're working to repair and strengthen democracy for everyone. These issues are the fuel, and the fire is spreading. Young voters are backing leaders who get it. The stakes are personal, and the movement is unstoppable. This is a generation voting like their lives depend on it, because they do. Young people aren't just changing what politics looks like, they're changing how it works. They build broad, inclusive coalitions, uniting activists, unions, and community groups behind a shared vision. Digital organizing is their backbone. Social media isn't just a tool, it's their native language. Viral videos and memes reach millions, bypassing traditional media and mobilizing action fast. But it's not all online. They merge digital with real-world organizing, turning posts into protests and memes into movements. They revive grassroots tactics, knocking on doors, having real conversations, building trust. Their hybrid approach, digital scale, personal connection, makes their movements resilient and powerful. They make politics accessible and joyful. Parties at the polls, town halls and parks, demystifying the process. Civic engagement becomes a community project, not a chore. They're bringing new people into the fold and proving politics can be hopeful, creative, and fun. The old playbook is out. The youth playbook is in. What does this mean for America's future? It means hope. The 2025 election isn't an endpoint, it's a launch pad. Young leaders now have the power to turn bold ideas into real policies, and organizers will hold them accountable. The issues they champion, climate, affordability, justice, affect us all. Youth engagement brings new energy and fresh solutions to old problems. Their idealism is a superpower, a refusal to accept that things can't change. The road ahead won't be easy. The old guard will push back. But this generation is resilient, strategic, and relentless. They're building power for a generation of change, not just one election. The message democracy is a verb, it's something you do. Young people are showing up, speaking out, and reclaiming their future. Thanks to their passion, the future of American politics looks brighter than ever.